Do you need to create a quick video for social media, school or work, but don't have the video editing experience or the expensive hardware and software that professional video editors use? Then you're in luck. Hi, my name is Jason Matthew from the WeCanEduTech channel. Today we will explore FlexClip's online video editor, which comes with an easy-to-use interface requiring no prior video editing experience to use. First, we will explore FlexClip's general interface, followed by looking at the new AI features that FlexClip has to offer. We will compare the free version of FlexClip with its paid options. I'll also discuss the possible pros and cons and uses of FlexClip and whether or not I will include FlexClip in my workflow. Please use the timestamps in the video description to view the sections relevant to you. To get started with FlexClip, you need to create an account on their website at flexclip.com. You click on the login sign up button on the top right. You can sign up using Google or Facebook or by manually entering your email address. I have already signed up, so I'm going to quickly log in and get back to you all. Okay, so I'm in my FlexClip account. I'm going to click on the Create a Video button on the top left. Now I have to choose the aspect ratio I want. Aspect ratio is the ratio of width to height of your video. So a square image will have an aspect ratio of 1:1 since the height and width are the same. The 16:9 aspect ratio is the standard for high definition televisions and YouTube. 9:16 is the aspect ratio for vertical videos we view on our mobile phones. It's a perfect 90-degree flip of a 16:9 video. This is the ideal aspect ratio to use for Instagram Reels, Facebook Stories, TikTok, and YouTube Shorts. 1:1 is the aspect ratio for square video. Making 1:1 videos is great for Instagram and Facebook. 4:5 will also work for Instagram and Facebook. 12:9 is the aspect ratio for ultra widescreen or cinematic widescreen. This format is often used in filmmaking to create a super cinematic feel. Pre-planning is important. Is it a Facebook ad or a Facebook story or a Facebook post you are creating? Is it a YouTube video or a YouTube short? Questions like these will determine what type of aspect ratio you choose. We're going to choose the 16:9 aspect ratio for this example, and once we choose it, we're going to click Get Started. So the interface looks clean, familiar, and intuitive. The left sidebar has everything you will need to add to your project. To the right is the main preview section, and the timeline rests at the bottom of the window. So let's get started with our first example, which is to create a Christmas greeting video from the WeCanEduTech team. FlexClip has all the resources for you to build this project from scratch on a blank canvas. But this platform also has a massive library of customizable templates that will save you a ton of time. So I am already in templates. I'm going to go into search there and I'm going to type in Christmas. All right, click enter. Let's see what comes up. So there are 124 Christmas templates available for us to choose from. So I'm just going to scroll down and see what they have here. Okay, so this one looks interesting. As you can see, as I hover over the template, I can see a preview of it. It's telling me it has 8 pages, and if I unmute, I can also hear the music that comes with it. So I've clicked on that template. I'm going to use that template for this example. And it gives me the option. I can apply all 8 pages to the project, or I can choose which page I want to apply. And let's click on the plus sign. For this example, we're going to apply all 8 pages. Alright, so I'm going to choose replace all scenes because I'm going to be doing some editing. So I click replace. And just like that, I have successfully brought in that template into my project. So it's down here in my timeline, it's there in my preview. So let's see how this looks like. So I'm going to click play on the preview. So it's a pretty nice template as is, and if that's all you want, you can send that off as the finished product. But the great thing about this template is that it is fully customizable. So the first thing I'm going to do is I'm going to go to the timeline. I'm going to move my playhead back to the beginning. And then I'm going to click on the audio track. And when I click on the audio track, I have a few options. If I click on the microphone icon, I can actually mute this for now and come back to it. I can also fade, I can trim, I can split, I can do a lot of stuff on this audio track just in the timeline here. So I'm going to go back to the beginning here and let's play it in a preview for just a little bit. So the first thing I'm seeing there is that this decoration ball here is kind of blocking the word Christmas. So the first thing I want to do is, can I remove this? And the answer is yes, this template is fully customizable. So all you have to do is click on it to select it, and then click on the delete key on your keyboard, and just like that, it's gone. And it makes the text now pop a little bit more, so that's awesome. So the Christmas tree might be a little distracting, so I can select it, and then there are a few things I can do. I can do a filter if I wanted to. I can turn it black and white. I can apply different colors, schemes to it, or I can just go back to none. I can adjust it, I can flip it, I can even remove background, but for now, I might just decrease the opacity of it just a bit, just to get that text popping a little bit more. So that's some of the things you could do. As I said, everything on this template is editable. Like I could click on the text and even change the words if I wanted. I could change the font style. So like for instance, for Mary there, I could change the font to whatever I want. I could increase the font size, the letter case, and so on. For Christmas, let's see. Well, we could change the color if we wanted. But what about the style? Let's click on style and see what we have. Let's try this neon. The next thing I want to do is add some text of my own. I want to tell everyone that this video is from the WeCanEduTech team. So let's see. On the left side, there's text. So let's click on text. And if we hover over each one of these, we can see what they will look like on the preview. And there are a lot of them. Wow. Some really cool stuff here. Lower thirds, overlays, some really cool stuff. Let me see. Minimal titles. This looks interesting. And right now I'm just seeing three examples of minimal titles. But I can click on see all to get more options. I kind of like this one. So I'm going to click on this one. And as you see, it comes over into the timeline. I can bring it down here. And let's type in here now, WeCanEduTech. Alright, so let's see what that looks like so far. We could edit this text just like all the other text on the template. And if we wanted, we could change the color of this font. So let's see, I go to that. Let's try just for experimenting sake. Let's try a blue color. And just to show that we can change the color, I'm going to click on this outline here. And I could change it to, let's say this color here. And if I wanted, I could also change it to more colors, like different colors here. You could type in a code to get a specific color. So let's see what we have so far. I'm going to preview again. Alright, awesome. Now let's say the audio track that came in, you didn't like that audio track, but then you can change the audio track and there's a lot to choose from. So what I'll do is I'll click on this audio track and let's delete it. And now I'm going to go to the left side and click on audio. And I'm going to search for, I'm thinking I'm in the mood for some jingle bells. Click enter. And then there are a few options here. And I could click on the play icon to get a preview of what it sounds like. Oh, that one sounds nice. Oh, this one sounds cool too. Also, they're both good ones. So I'll just click on the plus icon. And when I click on the plus icon, it's going to add the audio track to the timeline. And just like that, FlexClip knows the length of your video and is adding the audio track to suit that. So let's get a preview again and see what that looks like. And if you think the audio is too loud, you could decrease the volume a bit by clicking on the mic icon here to adjust volume. You could even add a fade in and a fade out. We're having something here. It's looking like our WeCanEduTech video card could go out to all our people out there. But you could also bring in your own media to further personalize the project. So for instance, Terry from the WeCanEduTech team always dresses up as Santa. And I would like to include that in our video. Now to do that, I'm going to go to the left again, to that sidebar, click on Media, click on Local Files, and it opens up a folder that I have on my desktop. And there I have Terry. So I can click on Terry, that image, click Open, and it brings the image into FlexClip. FlexClip has provided this image in the background here, but I want to replace the image that FlexClip has with my own personal image. So I'm going to take that image that is coming here and I'm just going to drag and drop. And what FlexClip does is that it replaces their image with the one that I have. So how cool is that? Now obviously at the WeCanEduTech office, we try not to get on Terry's naughty list. So let's go and see what we have so far. And you could continue customizing this project to really make it your own. But I think you've got the hang of this part of it. So what we're going to do is that we're going to export this now and see what happens then. To export the video, you just go to the top right and you click on the export button. And then you have a few options. Is it a video? Is it a GIF? Is it that you want the audio only? And then if it's a video, you have different qualities that you could export it as. For the free version, I believe you have 480 and 720. The 1080p for full high definition is only available for Plus and business account owners. So once you choose the resolution that you want, you click on Export. FlexClip will save the video to the cloud and provide a link for you to share the video. You can also share directly to YouTube, Dropbox, or OneDrive. And of course, you can download the file to your computer. Now, if you look on the right there, there's a link saying whitelist YouTube. So let's click on that and see what that's about. So as I hover over it, it says, if your video contains stock music, please click here and submit your YouTube channel ID so that we can remove the claims automatically. So if I click on it, it says the audio content we provide is 100% royalty free and can be used safely in YouTube videos. However, it is still possible to be mistakenly flagged as wrongful use of copyright content. If you face this problem, here are the ways to solve it. So you submit your YouTube channel ID so that we can remove the claims automatically for you. So I see this happening a lot, that sometimes you're using royalty-free music in your YouTube videos and you still get flagged for copyright infringement. So what FlexClip is saying is that if you provide your ID, they're going to do it in the back end and sort it out for you. So that's kind of cool. So this will be only useful to you if you are using FlexClip to generate YouTube videos that has audio clips from FlexClip and you're uploading it onto YouTube. Okay, so let's go to FlexClip homepage. And now you see there are no recent projects. You see that project that we just created is there, it's stored in the cloud. So I can actually return to it and do further edits, or I can download it, or I can share a link, and so on. Now for our second example, we will let artificial intelligence do all the work and create weight loss tips video. I should say that at the moment, using AI to generate video from text is not perfect, and there will be a lot of tweaking needed from you. But the AI will get better, and many suspect, or I should say predict, that 2024 there will be a lot of advancement in AI text to video generation. So I'm going to do a quick, simple example today. But if you're having trouble with your video generation, you could always reach out to me in the comment section and I'll try to help. Alright, so I'm going to click on create a video. I'm going to choose 16:9 aspect ratio again. So I'm going to click get started. I'm going to X off import media. And remember, we're going to use AI to do everything. So to access the AI tools, I have to click on tools. On the left hand side is the last option there. So I click on tools and there I can see all the different AI tools there. So the first one I'm going to click on is AI video script. So I'm going to click on AI video script. And the prompt here is type a short description of what your video is about. So I'm going to type in, now 2 might sound like a weird kind of number, but remember I'm trying to keep the video short so that we can go through it fairly quickly in this demo process. Now you have different options for duration. You have short, medium, and long. I'm definitely going to choose short. And then I'm going to click generate. And when I click generate, the artificial intelligence is going to create a video script based on the prompt I have given. Now, if you have used other artificial intelligence software, like for instance, ChatGPT, you know that the more context and the more description you give, the better the product will be. So I have used 46 of 1,000 characters there. You could get some more details to get a better video script if needed. I'm going to click on generate, and just like that, we're going to have a script in seconds. So now that the script is generated, what I'm going to do is I'm going to click on that 2 square icon there and it says duplicate. I'm going to click that, and what it does is that it copies the script onto my clipboard, and then what I'm going to do is I'm going to paste that in you can either paste it in a Word document, or in my case I'm going to paste it in a Google Doc. So I just paste it here. You'll understand why in a little bit, but what I'm going to do is just put a little divider here, and I'm going to paste it a second time. Now the one below, the copy below, I'm not going to touch it. That's just for reference notes. But the one at the top is where I'm going to do some editing. And what I'll do is that I will share the link to this document in the video description. So if you just want to go and compare the two, that's fine. But what I'm going to do now in the first copy at the top is I'm going to start doing some editing, because I'm going to use this text to generate the video. So first we created the script, and the next step is that we're going to create the video. We're going to ask the AI to create a video based on the text. But there's a lot of stuff here that we can remove so the AI is able to concentrate just on the text that is needed for the video. So I'm going to be editing the top one. But there are some things there that are quite useful, like camera fades into the presenter standing in a well-lit modern room. These are the kind of things you want to keep just in case you have to go back for like, hey, what kind of setting I want, what kind of video of images I might want to use and so on. But right now I'm just actually concerned about the text that's going to create the video itself. So I'm going to do some editing. So let's recap what we are doing so far. We had the AI create a video script. Then we copied that video script into a Google document, and now I'm editing it so that we have just the exact words we want to be said in the video. So I'm going to go ahead and edit this. Alright, so I've cleaned up the text here, so it's just the text that I want in the actual video. This is the stage where you're going to spend some time really getting the text right and really customizing it to the project, to the video that you want. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to copy the text, and then I'm going to go to FlexClip. And so I was using the AI to create a video script. Now I'm going to click back, and now what I want to do is use the AI using the text that we have just cleaned up to create a video from that text. So I click on text to video, I paste the text in that box there. Now you could also provide a URL, probably to a video or something that the AI could use to see what this is the kind of style that I want. For this case, in this case, we're just going to use text AI creation. This is how the subtitles will look, the different styles you could choose from. I'll just go to the default first one and I'm just going to click generate. So the AI is going to analyze the content there, that the text that we have given, and create a video, and it does it pretty quickly. Okay, so let's preview what we have so far. Alright, so this is what the AI was able to produce. So for one, in that top layer, the timeline, those are the text that we provided, and for each of the stage of the text, it produced image or video to match that. And then in the third row here, there's that music that it has added to suit the tone of the video. Now, if you look through the video, there is some things that we can definitely change. First of all, like the text is not fitting properly, we can adjust all those things. But the next thing I want to do is something really, really cool that I really liked, which is we can even take the text now and convert that to speech. So this is how we're going to do it. We're going to go to subtitle on the left hand side, click on subtitle, and there you have all the text that was generated that we have there. And then we're going to click on subtitle to speech. Now we have different voices that we could choose from. So, and you could click on the play icon here to preview the voices.
Cute to say nice things about you, and there are so many other ways to get information.
Bitcoin's high coincided with the stock.
Artificial intelligence, AI.
He waved to acknowledge the crowd.
Okay, so we'll choose Jenny, and then the voice style. So we have different styles. You have assistant, chat, angry, cheerful. I think for this video, we should choose cheerful. And we can even increase the speed at which the person speaks and the pitch. And if you're happy with those settings, then you can click on generate audio. And it's going to convert those subtitles, the text that we have in the video, into speech. Now this is where it can get a little tricky. Remember, we have each one here is the different chunks of text that we gave. So it's the introduction, tip 1, tip 2, and then the conclusion. FlexClip has done that. It has created 3 of the audio files. So this audio track here is to go with the introduction. This one is to go with tip 1. Then there's tip 2. And if we go down a little bit, this is for the conclusion. So what I'll do is that I'm going to delete motivational song. Actually, what I'll do is that I'm going to mute it. So remember, you click on it, then you go to the mic icon, you click on the volume, and I could actually choose to mute it for now. And what I'll do is that I could drag it down below the audio tracks so that I can further deal with the audio tracks itself. Now I'm going to play a piece of it, and you'll see that, again, we need to do some tweaking here. Because the AI did a great job, as you'll see, to convert the text to speech. But you see the audio tracks are overlapping and there's going to be some chaos. So let's play and see what we have so far.
Welcome to our video on the 2 best tips for weight loss for the new year. If you're looking to shed those extra pounds and start...
Alright, so you see there's an overlap there. And the reason for that is that tip 1 begins here. But you see the audio track for the introduction is all the way down here. So we need to do some adjustments. We have to align the text, the video clips, and the audio clips, align them all together. Alright, so I know that the first introduction clip, the audio ends here. So it means that the video clip has to reach all the way here. Now, sometimes if you're lucky, we can just drag it right there. So that works. It also means that this subtitle, I have to line up everything. So I'll have to move some of these things down a bit. Now, if you find that you're in another space, you could also decrease minimize the timeline a bit by using this, by scrolling back and forth here. So that gives me a little more room to move things around. Alright, so now I can have that. Okay, so now everything is lining up, at least for the introduction video, and the introduction audio clip. So what I have to do now is that tip number 1 is that I have to move that audio clip to align it more. So that's tip number 1 there. And we'll do something similar. We have to increase the length of it. And pretty much this is the process you want to repeat, where you're trying to align all the clips, or the text, the video, and the audio together. So I'm just going to move the playhead. So right now, tip 1 video is aligned with tip 1 audio. And so now I need to move the subtitles down a bit, so that now I can spread out tip 1. So it all syncs up with everything. Now I'm going to continue that process. So I'm going to speed up the video a little bit, and I'm just going to repeat the process for clips 3 and 4. Okay, so I've aligned the text with the video and the audio. So let's play that and see what we have so far.
Welcome to our video on the 2 best tips for weight loss for the new year. If you're looking to shed those extra pounds and start the year on a healthy note, you've come to right place. Let's dive right in. Tip 1: Balanced diet. Our first tip is to focus on maintaining.
Looks pretty good. Now the audio clip doesn't go all the way to the end of the video track, and that's because, well, these audio clips have a limit. What we could do is that we could decrease it a bit, and then we can duplicate it. Oops. Alright. And so now we have it for the whole thing. And if I remember correctly, we had it on mute, so now we unmute it. We can bring the volume down because we don't want it to overpower the voice. So let's bring it down to 14, and let's do the same for this one. Take off the mute, we bring it down to 14. And let's see what we have so far.
Video on the 2 best tips for weight loss for the new year. If you're looking to shed those extra pounds
and just like how we did the first example, you could also delete these audio clips and go to audio and choose something else. So you could probably type in there motivation and see what comes up. So you could go through those different tracks and see what might suit this video better. For interest of time, let's leave what we have so far and let's go back. Now the next thing we should do is add a title to this video. So let's go to text. And there are many different titles you could choose. I'm just going to choose the first one here that comes up. Alright, so the white is not going to work here, so let's change the color of the white. And we could probably bring up the text just a bit so that it's more visible. Carry the text all the way up.
Welcome to our video on the 2 best tips for weight loss for the new year.
Another thing you can do is add transitions. FlexClip has a huge library of transitions. To add a transition, you click on the vertical line here. And now you can see all these different transitions. And if you hover over them, you can get a quick preview of what it look like. And so for this case, let's use a simple wipe.
Pounds and start the year on a healthy note, you've come to right place. Let's dive right in.
So there's a transition.
Tip 1: Balance.
Now what you want to do is go through each clip there, and you see some of them you'll have to move the text a bit so that they can get focused better. So maybe something you might want to consider as well is that when you're doing that edit part of it, think about the canvas and look at how, like, these are just a few lines of text. Look how it's taking up a lot of the canvas. Is that something that you want, or is it that you want to use less words and use the images to give a more impact? That might be a way to go. So all of these are the kind of design decisions you want to make along the way. Now, the other thing you would want to do is that you could swap out any of these videos or images being used in a project with either your images, like how we did in the first example, or images and videos that are in FlexClip here. So there's one image that I definitely want to change, which is the last one. So if we go here, I don't think that image really sends that message that we want to give at the end of it. Yes, it's true. It might be the result if we don't follow these tips, but we want to end in a positive note there. So what we could do is go to video. Oh, now the one thing we want to check here is the length of the clip. Now, if you see here, it is 28.6 seconds. And if you actually click on this, you could use the minus to shorten the duration of the clip or the plus to increase the duration of the clip. Now, when you're dealing with videos, something to remember when you're doing your projects is that if you are adding a video, remember a video has a certain length and is only so much you could expand it to. While with an image, you could expand that infinitely if you wanted. So that's remember for your video project. So it means that if we're going to replace this video clip with something new, it should be around 28.6 seconds long. So let's go to video and see what they have. We could click on, let's see, motivational. Let's see what happens there. Now there's some options here, but we're looking for to be safe on the 29, kind of go there. Okay, so you found the new video clip that you want to replace this old one with. So what you do is that you go to the preview, you right click on the clip and you click on detach background. And now what you can do now is select it and then click on the delete key on your keyboard. And then all you have to do now is click on the add and it comes in there. And then you want to center your text a little bit more. All right, let's see how that looks.
To recap, the 2 best tips for weight loss for the new year are maintaining a balance.
Alright, so not too bad. So as I said before, remember, using AI to create videos, it's a work in progress. It's going to get better, but it's pretty awesome what it can do so far. And I think for me, the biggest one is converting that text to speech. I thought that was really, really cool. Now, some other things that we didn't really touch on in these examples, but I'm just going to talk about quickly, is that if you click on media and you go to my recording, you see there you can actually record your voice from your microphone, or you can record your computer screen or your webcam. So you can do a lot of screencasting as well. Like for instance, like this video that I'm creating here, I could have done it on FlexClip, but it would have been a little complicated to do a recording of FlexClip on FlexClip. But if I was doing a screencast of another software, I could use FlexClip for that. Because it can record my voice, it can record my screen. Alright, now one more thing I want to show you all. Let's go back to the home page. So you can see under my projects, it has the 2 projects that we've been working on. If I go to the home page, you see it up here as well. And the cool thing about FlexClip is that it's being stored in the cloud. So I could always go back to these projects via the cloud and continue editing or even re-download. So as you can see, for instance, for the weight loss tips project, I didn't export it as yet. So I could always come back, do further edits, and then when I'm happy with it, I can do that export. But let's return to the Christmas card project that we're doing. I'm going to click on it. And let's go to that title, that start of the video there. And what I could do there is I could add elements as well. And you can see there's so many different elements here. And I really went back. I could have done it in the second example, but I want to use elements in the first example simply because it gives me an excuse to find a Santa. Oh, look at this cute one. So I can click on this and add the Santa. I can put it in the corner here. Okay, so let's preview what that looks like. Click play. So let's talk a little bit about support. So to talk about support, I have to go to the home page. I click on FlexClip, I click on Home, and you can access support by clicking on the message icon in the bottom right of the home page. You can direct message FlexClip, or you can search through their knowledge base to see if the information you're looking for is there. So like for instance, if you had a question about you're unable to export or download the video, click on that and it gives you some tips on how you could resolve that problem. You also could click on help here and it has different articles on things. So like if you have questions about billing and payment and so on, there are 28 articles on that. If you want to get a guide on how to use FlexClip, there are 6 articles there. You could also click on messages. So that will be like if you had sent a message to the team to figure out, to troubleshoot something, this will be a message history there. So it has a lot of support there. FlexClip uses a paid subscription model. They offer a free account and 2 paid accounts during the time of this recording. Please use the following link to view the details of the accounts and their pricing. The link will be in the video description as well. I recommend that you first try the free version. This will be a great way to figure out if FlexClip is right for you. Since it's free, it will be the version of FlexClip with the most limitations. So you won't be able to download to full HD, and there's a limit to the number of stock assets you can use in each project. You'll be limited by how much AI you can do and the number of projects you can save on the FlexClip server. You can do more than 12 projects using the free version. It's just that you can only save 12 of them online. You can create a video up to 10 minutes long using the free version of FlexClip, which should be fine for most people. The other limitation with the free version is that the video you create will have a FlexClip watermark on it. Now, if after trying FlexClip for free and think this is a great addition for your workflow and you have the budget, then you may want to consider the paid version of FlexClip. You have the option of being billed monthly or annually. Annual billing comes with cost savings, and you can upgrade and downgrade between the Plus and Business accounts. Both the Plus and Business accounts allow you to download the video you create in 1080p Full HD format. There is no 4K option, but that is okay as 1080p will work really well for web applications such as YouTube, TikTok, Facebook, and Instagram. In the paid versions, you can use more assets in your video, no time limits on the videos you create, and no FlexClip watermark. Now here are some pros and cons to consider. There's a free but limited version to try out. The interface is intuitive, well organized, easy to use, and it simplifies the video creation process, making it accessible to beginners and experienced users alike. FlexClip is a cloud-based application, so all you need is a web browser, such as Chrome or Firefox, and an internet connection. It works on both Mac and Windows platforms. Don't need to download software or have a computer with high-end specs. If you need to access the app from a different computer or browser, the content and display should be identical, no matter what kind of device you're using. FlexClip has massive libraries of templates, photos, videos, audio, and transitions to really materialize the vision you have for the videos you want to create. And FlexClip offers AI tools to create their videos, so that could be very useful. And as I said, the technology is not quite there just yet, but it's getting better. Now for the cons. FlexClip is a subscription-based model, and it means that it's not a one-time purchase. And so you have to be wary of these subscription costs and how they add up. So make sure you have the right budget for that. And because it's a cloud-based connection, you'll need a pretty fast internet connection for it to really work properly. Now I should point out that I used a laptop when testing out FlexClip. I did not test out how it would work on mobile devices, and the examples I did were relatively simple and short videos. I have not tested FlexClip on creating longer videos that have multiple tracks and many assets in them. I think the following people will find FlexClip useful: content creators, so the YouTubers, the vloggers, and social media influencers can use FlexClip to create engaging and visually appealing content. Businesses can create marketing videos, advertisements, and promotional content to boost their brand and reach a wider audience. Teachers and trainers can provide educational videos and tutorials to make learning more interactive and effective. And individuals can use FlexClip for creating video memories, event coverage, or special occasion videos. Personally, I like the automatic subtitle creation feature and the ability to convert text to speech. I like that there's a wide choice of titles, elements, transitions, and overlays to choose from. For my workflow, I'm going to explore using FlexClip to create YouTube shorts for my YouTube channel. So look out for those coming soon. Let me know in the comments section if you will be using FlexClip and what your experience is like. And I would love to see what kind of projects you create. So bye for now. Take care.